Hello, and welcome back to Daily English Whisper. My name is Alex, and I'm really glad you are here with me today. Take a moment. Relax your shoulders. Let your breathing slow down. Today's episode is called Shadowing English Speaking Practice Daily Fluency Routine. And today, we are going to focus on something very important. Not grammar rules. Not long explanations. We are going to focus on speaking English more naturally, with calm, daily practice. Many learners tell me this. They say, Alex, I understand English when I listen. They say, I know many words. But then they say, when I try to speak, my mind goes empty. Maybe this happens to you too. You want to speak, but your mouth feels slow. Your thoughts feel blocked. You feel nervous, even alone. And maybe you think this is because you are bad at English. That is not true. Very often, the problem is not your English level. The problem is that your mouth and your ears are not trained together. Speaking is not only thinking. Speaking is a physical skill. Your mouth needs practice. Your ears need rhythm. Your brain needs familiar sounds. That is why today's big idea is this. You don't learn to speak English by thinking more. You learn to speak English by copying real English sounds, again and again. This is where shadowing becomes powerful. Shadowing is not new. But most people use it in a stressful way. Today, we will use shadowing in a calm, daily way. A way that fits into real life. A way that feels safe. You don't need to speak fast. You don't need perfect pronunciation. You don't need confidence first. Confidence comes after repetition. In this episode, I will guide you slowly. I will speak clearly. I will invite you to repeat with me. We will use simple sentences, but with interesting, real situations, not boring textbook examples. Things you don't usually hear. Things that make your brain curious. So stay with me. Listen gently. And when I invite you, use your voice. You are not alone here. We practice together. Let's begin. Let me ask you something very simple. What is shadowing, really? Shadowing is when you listen to English and you follow the voice. You don't wait too long. You don't translate. You stay close to the sound. It is like walking behind someone and matching their steps. Not fast. Not perfect. Just together. When you shadow, you train your mouth to move in English. You train your ears to catch the rhythm. You train your brain to react without fear. This is why shadowing helps speaking so much. You are not inventing sentences. You are borrowing real English. Many learners think speaking practice must start with silence and thinking. But thinking is slow. Speaking is movement. Shadowing connects movement to sound. Now I will show you how we do it here. First, you listen. Then, you repeat just after me. If you miss a word, keep going. If you feel confused, keep going. Confusion is not a problem. It is a sign that your brain is working. Let's try a small practice now. Listen first. I open the window and let the air in. Now repeat slowly. I open the window and let the air in. Again, gently. I open the window and let the air in. Good. Now another sentence. Listen. I check the time and feel a little rushed. Repeat after me. I check the time and feel a little rushed. Again. I check the time and feel a little rushed. Very good. Notice something. These sentences are not special, but they are real. Shadowing works best with real, simple moments. You don't need to understand every word. You don't need to stop. Your goal is not perfection. Your goal is flow. Think of shadowing like humming a song you like. You don't know every word, but your mouth still moves. Even 2 minutes of this kind of practice every day can change how you speak. Little by little, your voice feels more natural. This is not something you do once. This is a daily routine. Small, gentle, effective. Now that you understand the technique, let's talk about the real problem many learners have. If shadowing is so useful, why do many learners stop using it? The answer is simple. They try to do too much. They choose hard audio. They push themselves to sound perfect. And very quickly, shadowing feels heavy. Many learners say things like, I don't have time to practice. I feel stupid repeating. I forget to do it. If you feel this way, nothing is wrong with you. Shadowing is not the problem. The way it is used is the problem. You don't need long sessions. You don't need difficult material. And you don't need strong motivation. You need small, repeatable moments. In this episode, I will show you several simple ways to use shadowing in daily life. Not as study time, but as part of your routine. These ways are easy to start. They fit into busy days. And they feel natural. You don't have to use all of them. Just one is enough to begin. As you listen, notice which idea feels light. That is the one for you. And if this episode helps you, you can quietly support the channel. You can like the video and stay with me until the end. Now, let's begin with the first daily way to use shadowing for speaking practice. Way number 1 is to shadow English during slow, automatic moments. These are moments when your hands are busy, but your mind is open. Think about times like these. You are drying your hair. You are tying your shoes. You are organizing a drawer. You are waiting for water to boil. These moments are perfect for shadowing because you are not thinking hard about anything else. You play a short English audio. You listen. And you repeat quietly or softly. Let's try it together now. Imagine you are standing and waiting. Listen. I stand near the door and wait. Now repeat after me. I stand near the door and wait. Again. I stand near the door and wait. Good. Here is another one. Listen. I look around and check my pockets. Repeat slowly. I look around and check my pockets. Very nice. You don't need to sound strong. You don't need volume. Even whispering works. This way is powerful because it removes pressure. You are not studying. You are just following a voice. Some days you will repeat clearly. Some days only in your mind. Both are fine. Even 30 seconds of shadowing is useful. Your mouth is learning where to move. You are building familiarity. And familiarity creates confidence. Now, let's move to another way that helps your speaking feel more alive. Way number 2 is to shadow emotions, not just words. Many learners repeat sentences like machines. The words are correct, but the voice feels empty. Real speaking needs feeling. Even small feeling. Shadowing helps when you copy how something is said, not only what is said. Think about moments when your emotions change during the day. You feel slightly impatient. A little unsure. Quietly satisfied. Mildly annoyed. These soft emotions are perfect for shadowing. Let's practice together. Listen carefully and notice the feeling. I guess I can wait a bit longer. Now repeat, slowly, with the same calm tone. I guess I can wait a bit longer. Again. I guess I can wait a bit longer. Good. Now another one, with a different feeling. Listen. That didn't go as planned. Repeat after me. That didn't go as planned. Again, gently. That didn't go as planned. Very good. These sentences are interesting because they are in between moments. Not happy. Not angry. Just real. When you shadow like this, your English sounds more natural. Your voice learns rhythm and emotion together. You can do this while sitting alone, while looking out a window, while waiting for a message. You don't need energy. You need attention. If you feel tired, use tired sentences. If you feel calm, use calm sentences. Shadowing adapts to you. And remember, your goal is not to perform. Your goal is to feel comfortable hearing your own voice in English. That comfort grows quietly. Now, let's continue with another daily way that makes speaking feel easier and less forced. Way number 3 is to shadow short thoughts you usually keep in your head. This way is very powerful because it changes how you think, not only how you speak. All day long, you have small thoughts. They are quick. They are simple. They are often unfinished. For example, you think things like, "This is taking longer than I expected. I should probably do this now. I'll deal with this later." These thoughts already exist. We don't create new ones. We just give them an English voice. This works well because these thoughts feel natural. They belong to your inner life. Let's practice together. Listen first. I should probably answer this later. Now repeat slowly. I should probably answer this later. Again. I should probably answer this later. Good. Here is another one. Listen. This feels a bit unnecessary. Now repeat. This feels a bit unnecessary. Again, gently. This feels a bit unnecessary. Very good. When you shadow thoughts like this, something changes. English stops being an exercise. It becomes a way to process your day. You can do this while walking alone, while standing in line, while waiting for a page to load. No one hears you. No one judges you. This way is also very flexible. If you forget a word, you can simplify. Instead of unnecessary, you can say, "This feels extra." Shadowing is not about perfect words. It is about movement and flow. And if one of these ways feels useful to you, I'd love to know. You can leave a short comment and tell me which way helps you the most. And stay with me until the end, because the final way brings everything together. You are not behind. You are building something quietly, every day. Now, let's move gently to the next way. Way number 4 is to shadow while you change activities. These are the small transitions in your day. Moments when one thing ends and another begins. You stop working. You close a door. You sit down. You stand up. You leave one place and go to another. These moments are very short, but they happen many times a day. And they are perfect for shadowing. Why? Because your brain is already resetting. You are already moving from one state to another. Let's practice with some transition sentences. Listen first. I'm done with this for now. Now repeat slowly. I'm done with this for now. Again. I'm done with this for now. Good. Here is another one. Listen. Let me switch to something else. Repeat after me. Let me switch to something else. Again, gently. Let me switch to something else. Very good. These sentences are useful because they are flexible. You can use them many times in one day. When you finish a task. When you stop scrolling. When you move from one room to another. You don't need a long audio for this way. You can choose one sentence and repeat it during the transition. Now, this way becomes even stronger when we turn it into very small habits. One small habit is to choose one transition sentence per day. Just one. You repeat it every time you change activities. For example, today your sentence can be, "I'll come back to this later." You say it when you stop working. You say it when you pause a task. You say it when you move on. Another small habit is to pause for 3 seconds during a transition. Just 3 seconds. In that pause, you repeat your sentence once. No rush. No pressure. Another small habit is to connect the sentence with movement. When you stand up, you say it. When you sit down, you say it. This helps your body remember English, not only your mind. These habits are very small. But they happen many times a day. And when English lives in your transitions, it follows you everywhere. Now let's deepen this last idea and make it even more practical. The final way is to build tiny shadowing rituals that stay the same every day. Not big routines. Not long sessions. Small moments that repeat. Your brain loves what is familiar. When something stays the same, it feels safe. And safety helps speaking. Let me show you how this looks in real life. One tiny ritual can happen at the same place every day. For example, when you stand near a window, or when you wash your hands, or when you sit on the edge of your bed. Each time you are in that place, you shadow the same short sentence. Let's choose one now. Listen. I'm here for a moment, and that's okay. Now repeat slowly. I'm here for a moment, and that's okay. Again. I'm here for a moment, and that's okay. This sentence is calm. It fits many moments. Another tiny ritual can happen at the same time every day. For example, right before you open your laptop. Right after you turn off the lights. Right before you leave your home. You choose one sentence and repeat it once. Here is another example. Listen. I'll focus on one thing at a time. Now repeat. I'll focus on one thing at a time. Again, gently. I'll focus on one thing at a time. Very good. Another small ritual is to shadow one sentence while you slow down. When you sit down. When you lie down. When you stop moving. You can say, I can slow down a little now. Repeat with me. I can slow down a little now. These rituals work because they don't ask for energy. They use moments that already exist. You don't need motivation. You don't need discipline. You just return to the same sentence, in the same moment. And slowly, English becomes familiar. Your voice feels normal. Your fear becomes quiet. Now, let's bring everything together and close this episode calmly. Today, you didn't study English. You used English. You listened. You followed the sound. You let your voice move with real sentences. And that is what shadowing is really about. Shadowing is not pushing yourself to speak. Shadowing is letting English carry you. We talked about using shadowing in slow moments, in emotional moments, in your inner thoughts, in transitions, in tiny daily rituals. All of these ways have one thing in common. They fit into the life you already have. The secret sentence of today's episode is this. Fluency grows when your voice repeats real English every day. Not fast English. Not perfect English. Real English. You can replace small silent moments with sound. You can replace thinking with repeating. You can replace pressure with rhythm. When you wait, you can shadow. When you move, you can shadow. When you pause, you can shadow. And slowly, English stops feeling distant. It stops feeling heavy. It becomes something familiar. Something you return to without fear. You are not someone who tries to speak English. You are someone who uses English a little every day. That identity matters. And if you want to keep building this calm, daily fluency, I invite you to stay with us. You can subscribe to Daily English Whisper and continue practicing in this gentle way. I'm proud of you for giving your voice space today. I'm proud of you for staying with the practice. My name is Alex. Thank you for listening. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon.